Welcome back to this channel, Hollywood Secrets.
It is not a shield from the law. Some once-beloved stars have fallen into sin with acts so serious that they shocked the world. In this list, we reveal 25 actors who are now paying the price for their actions behind bars, a high price for their lost glory. Can you guess who will be on the list? Number 2 on the list is Ryan Grantham, a child actor who rose to prominence with his talent and memorable roles. He is best known for his role as Rodney James in the 2010 film Diary of a Wimpy Kid, as well as roles in The Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus, and the series Riverdale. With over 30 on-screen appearances, he was once considered a promising young star. However, at the age of 21, Ryan's life took an unexpected turn when he was involved in a serious incident at his home in British Columbia, which resulted in the death of his mother. After the incident, Grantham turned himself in to the police, and during his trial, court-appointed psychologists diagnosed him with major depressive disorder and mental health issues. Grantham has taken responsibility for his actions and expressed remorse, while also vowing to improve himself. He is currently serving his sentence and will be eligible for parole after serving the minimum required time. Ryan Grantham's story is not only a personal tragedy, but also a reminder of the importance of mental health care and proper support, especially for young people in the high-pressure entertainment industry. During the rise of mixed martial arts in the early 2000s, War Machine, formerly known as Jan Koppenhover, emerged as a notable fighter with an impressive record in the sport. His career spanned from 2004 to 2013, with a total of 14 wins and 5 losses. Notably, 8 of these victories were won by knockouts or technical knockouts, demonstrating his power and skill in the top martial arts arenas such as Bellator MMA, UFC, and the reality TV series, The Ultimate Fighter. However, War Machine's reputation was tarnished when he was involved in a serious violent case in 2014. At that time, he broke into his ex-girlfriend's home in Las Vegas, kidnapped, attacked, and raped her. In addition to attacking his ex-girlfriend, he also attacked a friend who was present at the scene. The incident resulted in him being charged with a total of 31 crimes, excluding 2 counts of attempted murder. As a result, War Machine was sentenced to life in prison, with the earliest possibility of parole being 2053. It is a painful reminder of the dangers and negative effects of violent behavior, not only in the world of sports but also in everyday life. War Machine's downfall is not only a personal failure, but also a warning to those who pursue fame and success without upholding the values of responsibility and mutual respect. Next up is Amy Locane, an actress who was expected to shine in the 90s. She rose to fame with her memorable role alongside Johnny Depp in Cry Baby, and went on to receive critical acclaim for her performance in Blue Sky, which earned her a Young Artist Award nomination. Amy also starred in the popular series Melrose Place, one of the most popular TV shows of the time. However, Amy Locane's life changed completely on the night of June 27, 2010, when she was involved in a serious traffic accident. While driving at 53 miles per hour, 35 miles over the limit, she crashed into a car driven by Fred Seaman. Seaman's wife, Helen, died in the accident. Police found that Amy's blood alcohol level was well above the legal limit. Amy Locane was convicted of second-degree manslaughter and assault with a vehicle, and was initially sentenced to 3 years in prison. The judge took Amy's family circumstances into account when reducing the sentence. However, after the courts reviewed the sentence, the original sentence was increased to 8 years. She is currently serving her sentence at the Edna Mahan Correctional Facility in New Jersey and is eligible for parole on December 20th, 2024. Amy Locane's story is not only a personal tragedy, but also a reminder of the importance of following traffic rules and personal responsibility in everyday life. Harvey Weinstein, co-founder of the film production company Miramax, was once a Hollywood icon with films such as Pulp Fiction, Good Will Hunting, and Shakespeare in Love, which earned him an Oscar. However, his career collapsed when a series of sexual abuse allegations were exposed. In 2017, the New York Times published a major investigation in which dozens of women accused Weinstein of sexual harassment, abuse, and rape. Subsequent revelations from The New Yorker shed more light, leading nearly 100 women, many of them famous stars in the entertainment industry, to recount their painful experiences. In 2018, Weinstein was indicted by the New York District Attorney on charges of rape, sexual abuse, and other misconduct. Actress Annabella Sciorra has come forward to speak out against him, telling of how Weinstein broke into her apartment one evening and raped her. As a result, Weinstein was sentenced to 23 years in prison. He also faces additional charges in Los Angeles, which could result in an additional 16 years. Prosecutors in the UK have also approved sexual assault charges in London. Weinstein is currently serving time in Mohawk Prison in New York State, about 60 miles north of Albany. Weinstein's story is not just about one man's failure, but also a reminder of deep-seated issues in the entertainment industry: power, abuse, and protecting victims from all forms of violence and abuse. William Hayden, a former reality TV star featured on the Discovery Channel show Sons of Guns, has been convicted of felony criminal mischief. Hayden, who ran a custom firearms business in Louisiana, faced child abuse charges. The show Sons of Guns featured firearms manufacturing and customer service in the custom firearms industry. However, subsequent legal charges changed everything. Hayden was charged with felony child abuse by the East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office. The case was handled in accordance with the law and the principles of fairness and transparency. The court fully implemented the judgments in accordance with the law and ensured that all trials were conducted in accordance with official regulations, legal standards, and ethical standards. The purpose of legal processes is to protect the rights of all parties involved, ensure justice, and respect for fundamental values in the community. These developments highlight the importance of complying with legal regulations in the television and entertainment industries and remind everyone in the media industry to maintain social responsibility and professional ethics, aiming for a safe, trustworthy, and law-abiding environment. First on the list is Danny Masterson, the star best known for his role as Stephen Hyde on That 70s Show. He also starred in series such as Men at Work and The Ranch, where he reunited with co-star Ashton Kutcher. However, Masterson's career has been overshadowed by serious allegations. In 2017, Danny Masterson became the focus of an investigation by the Los Angeles Police Department after 3 women came forward to accuse him of sexual assault between 2001 and 2003. According to the testimony, the incidents occurred at Masterson's home, where he allegedly provided alcohol, took advantage of the victims' disorientation, and raped them. Despite repeatedly claiming innocence, Masterson was charged with 3 counts of rape. The first trial did not reach a unanimous verdict, but at a retrial, he was convicted of 2 of the 3 charges. As a result, Masterson was sentenced to 30 years to life in prison, with the possibility of parole after serving at least 25 years. He is currently incarcerated in a California correctional facility. One notable element of the case is Masterson's connection to the Church of Scientology, of which he and all 3 victims were members. Some victims have alleged that the church exerted pressure to protect Masterson, including preventing them from reporting the incidents to law enforcement. However, the Church of Scientology has denied these allegations, insisting that its policy requires its members to comply with the law. The story has not only shaken the entertainment industry, but also raised concerns about legal responsibility and transparency in large organizations. What could be more fun than starting the day with a hot cup of tea, relaxing, and discovering the thrilling and surprising stories in today's video? Next on the list is Joe Sun, a martial artist known for his ups and downs and dark turns in life. Born in South Korea, Sun immigrated to the United States and pursued a professional mixed martial arts career. Although he did not make a big mark in the UFC 3 tournament in 1994, his acting career saw some success, especially when he played villains in low-budget action films alongside Lorenzo Lamas and Dolph Lundgren. However, Sun really gained widespread recognition for his role as Random Task in the hit action comedy Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, in 1997. Despite his success in film, Joe Sun's life took a tragic turn in 2008 when he was arrested for vandalizing his roommate's car. This seemingly simple case led to a huge shock when his DNA was compared and linked to a case that had been frozen for nearly 2 decades. On Christmas Eve 1990, Joe Sun and an accomplice kidnapped a 19-year-old woman while she was walking her dog. The victim was tortured for hours, including assault and rape, under the threat of a gun. During the trial, the victim recounted Sun's horrifying statement that, "I am my own Christmas present," while assaulting her. Because the statute of limitations for sexual assault had expired, Sun was only convicted of felony torture and sentenced to 7 years to life in prison. Just a month after being released from prison, Joe Sun shocked the world again by killing a fellow inmate, earning him an additional 27-year sentence for manslaughter. Joe Sun now faces the rest of his life behind bars, marking a long slide from fame to tragedy. Michael Jace was widely known for his role as Officer Julian on the hit FX series The Shield. He also appeared in hit films like Forrest Gump and Boogie Nights. However, his life story took a tragic turn with a shocking event. In 2014, at his home in the Hyde Park area of Los Angeles, a heartbreaking incident occurred that deeply affected his family. In a moment of loss of control, Jace severely injured his wife, April Jace, a talented athlete. The incident had a profound impact, especially with the presence of 2 young children. During the trial, prosecutors argued that Jace acted under the influence of alcohol. He was eventually convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to 40 years to life in prison. In court, Jace expressed remorse, saying, "I am so sorry for the pain I caused. There was no justification for my actions that night." Jace is currently serving time in the California State Prison. His story is not only a reminder of the importance of controlling emotions, but also a heartbreaking lesson about the impact of impulsive behavior on family and loved ones. Jen Shah was a standout on Bravo's The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, where she made a name for herself with her bold style, confidence, and sharp communication skills. Shah quickly rose to fame on the show, building a charismatic presence on screen and on social media. However, behind the scenes, her story took a tragic turn as she was hit with serious legal charges. In March 2021, Jen Shah was arrested on charges of conspiracy to commit money laundering and wire fraud. According to prosecutors, Shah and her assistant ran a complex, years-long scheme that targeted elderly and vulnerable victims. They allegedly offered services such as website building and business coaching in exchange for large sums of money from victims. However, these services often failed to deliver real value, leaving many people with life savings. Stories from victims have been widely reported in the media. One was Trisha, 75, from North Carolina, who spent more than $47,000 in the hope of getting support for her business idea, only to be disappointed. Another, World War II veteran Ralph Hicks, lost more than $100,000. His family believes the fallout from the scam was a factor in his tragic death by suicide at the age of 92. The public, when text messages emerged showing Shah joking about the victim's suffering. Jen Shah initially pleaded innocent and vehemently denied the charges. However, in July 2022, she pleaded guilty to wire fraud. Shah was sentenced to 6.5 years in prison and is currently serving her sentence at Bryan Prison in Texas. She is scheduled to be paroled in August 2028. Jen Shah's story is not just the downfall of a reality TV star, but also a poignant lesson about the consequences of illegal behavior. It is also a reminder that fame is no shield from legal liability, especially when those behaviors cause serious harm to the most vulnerable in society. Jared Fogle, a former prominent spokesperson for the Subway chain, gained attention in the late 1990s as a student at Indiana University. He is best known for his dramatic weight loss of 245 pounds thanks to a self-made diet based on Subway sandwiches. With his weight loss in the spotlight, Fogle became the face of the Subway brand and appeared in hundreds of commercials between 2000 and 2015. However, Jared Fogle's positive image was severely damaged when law enforcement agencies such as the FBI and Indiana State Police launched an in-depth investigation into the Jared Foundation, a nonprofit organization focused on health and childhood obesity prevention. During the investigation, authorities uncovered serious legal issues. Jared Fogle pleaded guilty to charges related to distribution and possession of indecent images, as well as other illegal acts. He later pleaded guilty and was sentenced to 15 years and 8 months, currently serving his sentence at the Englewood Federal Correctional Institution, with a scheduled parole date of 2029. These issues have sparked much discussion in the community and media, highlighting the importance of child safety and mental health, and reminding the community of the responsibility of non-profit organizations and well-known brands in ensuring adherence to ethical values. Chris Wu, a Canadian artist, was a member of the popular K-pop group EXO, and later moved into a solo career in music and acting. He has appeared in major Chinese films such as The Little Mermaid and Journey to the West, The Devil Strikes Back, as well as prominent Hollywood projects such as XXX, Return of Xander Cage, and Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets. In July 2021, Chris Wu was charged with serious sexual assault by individuals. The charges were brought by women in Beijing, with information related to encounters during his time in the entertainment industry. The case was investigated by the authorities under local laws. In November 2022, the Chaoyang District Court sentenced Chris Wu on charges consistent with Chinese law. This case highlights the importance of compliance with laws and ethics in the entertainment industry, and reaffirms the commitment of law enforcement to protect all individuals and ensure a safe, respectful, and fair work environment. The international entertainment industry and its fan base must uphold the values of respect, empathy, and the rule of law. The case of Chris Wu is a reminder of the commitment needed to uphold integrity and standards of respect and responsibility in all aspects of the entertainment industry. Jerry Harris, a star known for his role in the Netflix documentary series Cheer, gained public attention for his vibrant personality and brilliance as a cheerleader for the Navarro College Bulldogs. His prominence on the show created a strong impact and led to many media opportunities, including a prominent appearance on Ellen DeGeneres. However, in September 2020, Harris's career suffered a serious blow. Harris was accused of serious misconduct when he was 19 years old. These allegations led to him facing serious legal action and being sentenced to prison. These allegations not only disrupted his career, but also caused strong reactions in the community and media. Harris is currently serving his sentence at a federal correctional facility, and the incident has served as a stark reminder of the importance of maintaining ethical behavior and personal responsibility in the entertainment industry. Darren Sharper, 47, was a standout safety during his 14-year NFL career, playing for teams such as the Green Bay Packers, Minnesota Vikings, and New Orleans Saints. He had many impressive accomplishments during his career, including being named to the All-Pro team twice and being selected to the Pro Bowl 5 times. He was a key part of the New Orleans Saints team that won the Super Bowl after Hurricane Katrina. However, Sharper's career was severely affected by legal allegations. In 2014, he faced accusations from women who came forward about inappropriate behavior. The cases came to light in cities such as West Hollywood and Las Vegas. These cases attracted public and media attention. In 2016, Darren Sharper faced more serious charges from authorities. The court reached legal conclusions, and Sharper was sentenced to a lengthy prison sentence. This incident not only affected his reputation, but also served as a reminder of the importance of ethics, responsibility, and respect in life, especially in the world of sport and the community. Darren Sharper's story highlights that every individual must be held accountable for their actions, regardless of status, fame, or success. It also serves as a reminder of the importance of maintaining ethical values and respect in all aspects of life. Gary Glitter, a rock musician best known for his hits in the 1970s and 1980s, has had a turbulent and complicated legal journey. In recent years, he has faced a number of serious allegations, most notably sexual abuse. Glitter's legal journey has been marked by periods of incarceration and release, which have attracted public and media attention. In 2015, Gary Glitter was sentenced to 16 years in prison in a British prison. However, he only served part of the sentence and was released in February 2023. Glitter's newfound freedom did not last long when he was found to have breached the terms of his parole. As a result, he was sent back to prison to continue serving the remainder of his sentence. Glitter now faces the prospect of serving his full sentence, with an estimated release date of around 2031. Gary Glitter's story is not only about his remarkable musical career, but also a reminder of the importance of ethics and responsibility. His failure to comply with legal requirements and parole conditions underscores that every individual, regardless of status and success, must be held accountable for their actions. The case continues to capture the public's attention, sparking discussions about ethics, respect, and responsibility in the entertainment industry. Gary Glitter is a living example that fame and success cannot be an excuse to shirk personal obligations and responsibilities. Shannon Richardson, a little-known actress who has had notable roles in shows like The Walking Dead and The Vampire Diaries, had a tumultuous life when she was caught up in a high-profile case in 2013. Richardson sent letters containing poison to several high-profile figures, including former President Barack Obama and New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg. The letters contained a poison similar to the one used in the series Breaking Bad, causing panic and security concerns across the country. The incident occurred amid a tense divorce between Richardson and her ex-husband, Nathan. She tried to frame Nathan by falsely accusing him of sending the poison letters. However, an extensive investigation by authorities cleared up the matter, revealing that Shannon Richardson was actually behind the dangerous actions. As a result, Richardson was convicted and sentenced to 18 years in prison. The case not only shocked the entertainment industry, but also attracted the attention of the media and the public, highlighting the potential dangers of toxic behavior. Richardson's actions became a reminder of the importance of following the law and being responsible, not only for artists, but for every individual in society. Joe Exotic, whose real name is Joseph Allen Maldonado, also known as the Tiger King, is a controversial figure in the wildlife and pop culture world. Born in Garden City, Kansas, Joe owns the Wynwood Exotic Park in Oklahoma, which is famous for its tigers and other wild animals. With a strong passion for animals, he quickly became a prominent figure in the wildlife industry, but also had his fair share of controversies. In addition to his career in the animal world, Joe Exotic has entered politics, running for office twice, but unsuccessfully. In 2016, he ran for president as an independent, and then in 2018, he ran for governor of Oklahoma with the Libertarian Party. These efforts reflected his political ambitions, although they did not achieve the success he expected. However, Joe Exotic's career came crashing down in 2019 when he was convicted of 17 federal charges, including animal cruelty and 2 counts of murder for hire. The murder charges were allegedly related to the attempted assassination of Carol Baskin, CEO of Big Cat Rescue. The harsh sentence landed him in a 22-year federal prison sentence. Although the U.S. Court of Appeals criticized the sentence in July 2021, it did not change his situation. Joe Exotic's story has attracted global attention thanks to the popular Netflix documentary, Tiger King: Mayhem and Madness. The film not only revealed his zoo activities but also highlighted the conflict between Joe and Carol Baskin. During his time in prison, Joe Exotic had to live in a secure isolation unit due to exposure to a person with COVID-19. Later, thanks to the affection of fans, he was moved to a private room with a hospital bed and a window. Currently, Joe Exotic is still detained in Texas, continuing to attract attention from the public and fans. Joe Exotic's journey is not only a story of fame, but also a lesson in the serious consequences when passion is pursued without following standards and laws. Todd and Julie Chrisley, stars of the hit reality TV show Chrisley Knows Best, gained widespread attention for their lavish lifestyle and brutally candid parenting style. The show, which debuted in 2014, made the Chrisleys a symbol of wealth and power in the American South. However, behind the spotlight of the small screen, legal troubles began to appear. In August 2019, Todd and Julie Chrisley faced a series of serious charges related to tax evasion, bank fraud, and wire fraud. According to authorities, the couple evaded nearly $2 million in state taxes, hid more than $1 million in reality TV income from the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, and falsified documents to increase the value of their personal assets. Prosecutors presented evidence that Todd and Julie exaggerated their wealth to borrow more than $30 million from banks. The money was used to support their lavish lifestyles, while simultaneously hiding their income from the IRS. Todd and Julie Chrisley initially denied the charges, claiming their innocence. However, after a trial that lasted nearly 3 weeks, both were convicted on multiple charges, including conspiracy to commit bank fraud, tax fraud, and wire fraud. Todd Chrisley was sentenced to 12 years in prison, while Julie received a 7-year sentence. Todd Chrisley is currently serving his sentence at the Pensacola Federal Correctional Institution in Florida, while Julie Chrisley is incarcerated at the Mariana Federal Correctional Institution, also in Florida. The story of Todd and Julie Chrisley not only shook the reality TV world, but also served as a valuable lesson about how the consequences of wrongdoing can haunt even those who seem to live in the spotlight. Suge Knight, co-founder of Death Row Records, was a major influence in the West Coast hip-hop scene in the 1990s. His career and influence extended beyond music to other activities in the entertainment industry. Suge Knight rose to prominence not only through his success in developing hit records, but also as a notable investor and entrepreneur in the entertainment industry. However, his reputation was gradually affected by legal problems and his association with violent incidents. In a major incident that occurred on the set of the biopic, NWA Straight Outta Compton, he was implicated in serious charges involving the death of one person and the injury of another. In 2018, Suge Knight was convicted of manslaughter and sentenced to 28 years in prison. This decision was not only a legal judgment, but also marked a major turning point in his life. Suge faced constant challenges and lost his prominence in the music industry. His downfall is a reminder of the complexity and difficulty of life in the entertainment industry, where success often comes with risks and hardships. Skylar Dion, a familiar face on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series, had a turbulent life that ended with serious criminal activity. Born John Julius Jacobson Jr. on August 12, 1979 in California, he faced hardships from a young age, including abuse from his family, which led to him changing his name twice. Skylar Dion had opportunities in the entertainment industry, but his life took a dark turn. After leaving the U.S. Navy for unauthorized absences, he married and had 2 children in 2002. Due to financial pressures, he and his wife eventually turned to crime. Things came to a head when Skylar Dion and his wife were involved in a robbery and murder. They forced the owner of a yacht to leave, then dumped their bodies overboard during a test. Although no bodies were found, the testimony of an accomplice later led to legal action against Skylar Dion and his wife. This case reminds us of the importance of law enforcement and personal responsibility in all actions. Everyone should live in a manner that respects the law, upholds morals and community values, and thereby creates an environment of safety, respect, and trust. Kyan Walker, a 27-year-old rapper and actor, was sentenced to 50 years to life in prison in Angeles for multiple sex crimes against 4 women and 3 teenagers. He was convicted of multiple felony counts, including rape and forcible rape. Deputy District Attorney Cynthia Wallace said Walker will have to register as a sex offender for life, despite his acquittal on several counts, and his appeals are still under review. Walker targeted aspiring models on social media to gain their trust before committing the crimes. One of the victims, Sydney Stanford, spoke out, emphasizing the importance of having an attorney of integrity and calling for justice. Walker allegedly acted out of revenge, with the victims having no connection to each other before the incidents.
Thanks for watching this video. If you want more videos like this, feel free to like this video and press the bell icon and review the video in the comments section below.